Right, evening folks. MIDI patch video for you. I've just been messing with this thing of Stefan's, which is going to be coming out hopefully real soon. So it's gone from 1.9 to 212 or 14 or something ridiculous like that. But this one's for 208. What it does, 208 gives the Katana Go, which is over there, the ability to select which of the drives or whatever's in the boost section, there's 22 of them, which one is active, and it will do some conversions. So I wanted to show you this first. This little flick thing I've set to CC111. You could set it to whatever you want. Clicking it is changing between two effects. Now, I've got this thing doing a screen capture, so hopefully before it dies it'll change. Let me show you what's going on here. So I set it between Gov and Center. Now all it's doing is changing the type. You can also set up other ones to control your drive, your effect levels and all that. So here's where it is. Now let me open that up. I've got to enlarge it a bit so that you can actually see it. There you go. So here you go. 111 I've set up. Device Katana Go. Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Function. Da, 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 da. Where was it? Boost selector. Here we go. Boost selector. Receive value you can set to receive or specific. I've set to receive. What this button here does, this is set out to send a 0 and a 127. So I'm doing that, but the value conversion, you can set a min and a max. So you can set this to 0 or 1 is going to be like the clean boost. There's a table for it. 22 is the clone. Now, let me show you. Click that little eye there. Those are all the drives in the Go. In any Mark II and above Katana, same thing. So wicked, it'll show you right there which ones you're gonna pick. So 22, when I send a 127, it'll be shrunken down to 22. And when I send a minimum, let's see, what else could I use that's interesting? Clean boost, meh. The governor, it's one of my favorites. So 13 is gonna be one option. 22 the other. Update the patch. What? Close. Ah, there it is. Okay. I screwed with that. Okay. Cool. Let's see now. Click. Center. That would be 22. Governor. So, I'm finding that super handy. Now, there's a bunch of videos I've got to do, including the usage of these flick 2-y things, which are really cool. I'm just sat off here on the couch, flicking between different things. Let's go and change that to something else. One's a metal one. Now again, You look in there, you can see what they actually are. So metalcore and 16 would be metal DS. Now let's give it something different. Something sweet. Blues driver. So you could just do it like this. Click. Blues driver. So there's one sound. Click again. Cool, yeah? Basic stuff of how it works. Now, because that's just a CC, and your values are 0 to 22, which are explained there in the app, you could take an on-screen thing like this on song. Here, no, where's it on song? I've probably got one with pages. Take pictures of your stuff. You could set up all kinds of different things. Where are my drives? Could have a thing like that with just photos of different drives and click on them and it would change right there within your preset. What? You can build your own whatever you want, or something even cooler. Switch this thing around. Something even cooler that you could do would be to set up like a floor controller, like a bridge, with, what do you call those things? Consecutive CCs. There's a way you can hook this up where you can have, at every individual tap, it'll change the name of the display on screen and the drive. So you could set up, like I did with those amps, 3, 4, 5 different drives. And within one preset, flick and flop between them. You think about that. Between your 30 drives that you've got on the go there, each one could take on a whole bunch of different flavors with that. With one CC. If you wanted to change the drive setup with that, like the different parameters that you've got here, drive, tone, bottom, effect, you'd have to assign those other CCs, but you could do that where you go through stepping through different steps of MIDI CCs and it would change it. Imagine the power of doing something like that. All depends on the MIDI controller you're using, or if you're using something like on song going through a different song, you could just simply write in there, hey, flick to TC111 22, flick to the center, change the drives to this, and that. You can do all that within any kind of setlist manager, and it would automate it. It's a lot more powerful than using up 5 or 6 presets within your Go just to do that sort of thing. You could do that with a regular, Boss MIDI controller and just go to the next preset, go to the next preset, go to the next preset. But this thing that Stefan's done here, that's pretty freaking wow. Yeah, so just to reiterate, metalcore, blues driver. Totally different tones, flick of a button. So with just one of these, I've got 3 different actions. I could set up 2 different combinations. One flick, taps like that. A double tap would do a different thing, and then a hold would do a different 2 things. So I could have 3 sets of pairs just with one of these buttons. I think that's just pretty freaking cool, man. Well done, Stefan. Well bloody done. Pretty wild. And you don't have to be connected. This is all running through wireless, so I could bugger off over there. It's absolutely marvelous. So I'm not sure when that's coming out. It should be anytime between now and then. MIDI Patch. Stefan's super cool thing. And the message, Katana Go, boost selector. Everything's right there in the app for you to make those changes. That's how the value conversion works. Anywhere from 0 to 22. Update the patch. iOS only. It is what it is. You could sit here on a screen and go through the editor, but for me, the whole idea of all of this is just use that. The whole idea is not to be a slave to the screens, or I just want to be watching Andor or something and playing along, making noises. Wicked. Enjoy.